Well, welcome to another edition of the Manager's Minute, the show designed to bring you, the advisors of Peak Brokerage Services, the most up-to-date information on independent solutions wealth management in a matter of minutes. And I am Drew Miller, Head of Advisory Services and Business Development. And today I'm excited to welcome Paul Meeks. Paul is a chartered financial analyst, best known for managing the largest technology mutual fund during the dot-com bubble. And Paul brings over 30 years of research, equity analysis, and portfolio management to the Independent Solutions Wealth Management Investment Committee. Paul is the lead manager on the tech equity and high dividend strategies and also co-manages the equity and income strategy for the firm. Paul, welcome.
Good to see you, Drew.
Thank you. Paul, so you oversee a dividend and equity and income strategy for the firm, but you are best known for the tech equity strategy. And I'd really like to drill down on that if we can. So can you give us a brief overview of the strategy, typical investor profile, and how it might fit in a client's portfolio?
Sure, I'll start with the reverse and head forward. So it's probably, obviously, the best fit for an aggressive investor. I'm probably more tech oriented than other tech investors are. So it's not pedal to the metal aggressive growth, but obviously a growth investor. And one way you can think about it, if you take a look at the S&P 500, it's about 20 to 30% weighted to tech. So I think somebody should have in their tech sleeve, unless they are adverse to risk, have that kind of exposure in their portfolio. So that's one of the ways I think about it. The way I run things is, in tech, you have major themes, and these just aren't U.S. themes, they're global themes. And so what you try to do is identify them, and hopefully they're not fly-by-night, they're long-duration themes. And then you think about who are going to be the leaders. And again, it's not always the U.S. company. And then what you often do to get a good value on these companies is every company in tech is very volatile, as you know. They're high beta stocks. And even the best run companies with the greatest reason to be optimistic are going to miss a quarter. We're all human. These companies are run by human beings. They miss quarters. And when tech companies miss quarters, they often see their shares go down not 2%, but 20, 30%. And so if you meet the theme, you're a leader in the theme, you have a bad day, and I can prove to myself that the bad day is just one bad day, that it won't linger, then you have a good opportunity to build what I call a tech leaders portfolio. And so that's what I've done ever since I really started dedicating myself full-time to tech in about the mid-90s. I've been in the business since 87, but solely focused on the tech sector since about 93, 94 when I moved to a new firm at that time. So that's kind of how I roll. And the nice thing about technology is with the volatility, you can embrace the volatility. And whether it's a bull market or bear market, you're always going to find something worthy to buy.
Well, thanks for that, Paul. The strategy really seems to be a great way for clients, like you said, to participate in long-term global technology themes and the leaders for each. And so I know no one has a crystal ball, and this year has been tough on everyone. But what do you think? How do you think things will look over the next 12 to 18 months in the tech space?
So if you take a look at 12 to 18 months, I'm pretty bullish. However, I'm not so bullish on the next 3 to 6. We just are getting through the quarterly reporting season for the companies that had September 30 quarter ends. And in most cases, even though the expectations were low, they actually failed to beat even those expectations and guided analysts down lower for revenue and earnings per share for the December quarter. Of course, there's a hell of a lot of uncertainty about at least early 2023. And so where I'm positioned now with tech portfolios is I've invested some cash. I'm still cash heavy, probably at least 20% cash. And I also try to play in the defensive industries within that sector that still meet my themes. So it could be continued a little rough next couple of months, but I bet if you get out to December 31st of 23, that you actually be happy you invested not just in tech, but in the overall market, though I think a lot of the good tidings could be in the back half of next year, whereas the front half of next year is still a bit worrisome.
Well, thank you, Paul, for walking us through the strategy and giving us your thoughts on what's to come. And I want to thank each of you for tuning in to the Manager's Minute. If you have any questions on the strategies Paul manages or would like to begin working with Paul and Independent Solutions Wealth Management, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I, along with the entire team, stand ready and willing to serve you in any way we can. Now, this will be the last episode of the Manager's Minute for 2022, but stay tuned in 2023 for many informative and exciting things to come. We also want to wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving, a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays to everyone as we move towards the end of the year. I hope each of you have a chance for some well-deserved rest and relaxation and meaningful family time. Have a great week, and we'll see you in 2023.